Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Terra training module. I'm Frank Ambrosio, a bioinformatics scientist with Theogen Genomics, and in this video, we'll be going over the process of running the Illumina Titan paired-end genomic characterization workflow on Terra.bio. Before running the workflow, one must upload some data. If you have not yet uploaded any data, please see our video on uploading Illumina sequencing data to Terra.bio. If you have any trouble with this process, please reach out to our support email, which is support@terrapublichealth.zendesk.com, and we will include a link to that support email in the description of this video. Now that we have confirmed we have some data available in Terra, let's navigate to the Workflows tab within our workspace and get started. So navigate to your workspace and then to the Workflows tab within that workspace. In here, you should have some workflows pre-populated, but if you don't, you can use this button to find a workflow. Please see our video on importing a workflow into your Terra workspace if you would like to import any additional workflows. So let's proceed to the Titan Illumina paired end workflow. And once we get into the workflow, we'll see we have some options. The first option is the version of the workflow we'd like to run. Always select the latest version unless you have a particular reason for selecting an earlier version. Next, we must select our root entity. Here, we'll be working with our Illumina specimen root entity. This is the name of the data table from which you will be drawing your data files for analysis. So then we can go pick the specific data files we would like to analyze here. Here we have our samples, we have our pairs of FASTQ files, and we have our run ID. If we wanted to select only one run, we could filter by run using this search function in the top right. In this example, let's select all of our data, which is these 10 samples. We can do that by either clicking this checkbox or using the drop down to select all of the samples in this table. Then click OK. So once we've selected our input samples, we must select our input variables over here. So first, we would like to select the primer bed file that we're going to be using, and this is going to be a workspace element. If you do not have any primer bed files uploaded as workspace elements to your Terra.bio workspace, please see our video on uploading workspace elements. In this case, we'll be using the Arctic V3 primers. To define the reads that we would like to input, we'll be using the this dot notation. And everything should be available in these dropdowns. But just to note, the this dot notation refers to the root entity, and then everything after the dot is the column header for that variable that you would like to use. So we'll be analyzing these 10 samples, and in this case, we have to assign this dot read 1 to our read 1 input, this dot read 2 to our read 2 input. And then for the sample name, we can use the root entity, which was in cell A1, meaning it was the column header for our sample names when we uploaded the metadata sheet along with our data files. The next thing we need to do is select the outputs. In almost every situation on Terra, we're going to use this Use Defaults button over here. Then we can click Save and go ahead and run the analysis. You can leave a comment in here as well. We could say training data and click Launch. And this will launch 10 analyses in parallel, all running the Illumina, the Titan Illumina paired end workflow. In order to monitor the status of your run, you can either do so on this page or you can navigate to the job history page where you'll be given some additional information. If you would like to see more about how to monitor the status of a run, please check out our video on monitoring the status of a run. And thank you very much for joining us with this Terra training module. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to support@terrapublichealth.zendesk.com. Thanks so much, and we hope to see you again soon.